Squeak. Remember the squeak. Places where Albert used to cook his suppers and Mom and God, remember the stove that used to have right here. Right here, not where the fridge is, right here. I remember so many times. I remember Albert bugging you. Remember the time that you had taken apart the stove and you had put the two male pipes together? He ended up calling you a queer. He wasn't very nice sometimes. And then we kind of laughed it off. I was like, okay, that's not very funny. Martin up, Albert. But I can remember when he built those covers for Mom. They were nothing fancy, but you know, he did the best he could. And I know Mom appreciated it. And of course, one of the biggest memories, when we got running water. Remember that stove when we used to have to bring the big tubs of water over and dump it into the bathtub? I don't know, we had a bath once a year, I'm sure, whether we needed it or not. Here's the old kitchen table. Not the same table, I don't think, as when I was a kid. But how many days, how many suppers did we eat here? All of us, 7 of us. And here is the bedroom. Of course, that's where Albert used to sleep. We both know there was a bunk bed there, and there was a bunk bed here. And you slept there. I remember that. I remember Edward and Edmund used to sleep in one bunk bed and me and David in the other. I remember, I think it was Edmund that used to sleep at the top of me, and he used to pee in the middle of the night. I still remember that, because after that, Mom rescued me and brought me into her bedroom where I slept with her. It was a lot more better than having pee run down, that's for sure. Store where we always played darts, remember that? Boy, somebody should have kicked their arse. Look at the holes in that door. Isn't awful? It's funny how you, when you're kids, you don't stop to think about those things. But now look. And there's the bathroom. Now, how many days I can remember Albert going in the bathroom for his 2-hour, you know what? Of course, it was nothing fancy. But I remember when we got running water, that was the thrill of a lifetime. And especially the toilet. Didn't have to dump that anymore. That was really gross. We have Mom's bedroom, Angie's bedroom, my bedroom, your bedroom, Janine and Guy's bedroom. I think this bedroom has been used by more people. It just seemed kind of to go from one person to the other. Bruce says he doesn't remember it being this big, but I do. I remember I had my bed right there. And I had a trunk and a dresser. But I remember when Mom moved in here, that was kind of strange, but she said that Albert used to wake her up with his coughing. So, but I knew that she loved him. That was the one thing that I'm always grateful for. Remember years ago when they first got together, oh man, I hated him. I remember going, first of all, as a paper girl, and I had gone, did my papers, and I came home, and you and Mom were over at Rita's house. Mom was drinking, and I remember Albert kissing on her, and I thought, oh God, who is this jerk? Get rid of him. And then I tried writing him a nice love letter. I don't know if he ever kept it or not, but it wasn't very nice. It was nasty. Something like, get out of here, you old effer. We don't need you. None of us need you. But it didn't take long to realize that we did need him. That Mom needed him more than anybody. And then he was a father to you that I know that you missed. The hardest part, I guess, in life is saying goodbye. I know this is hard for you, Jack, because you lived here all your life. I was only here 15 years, which is not very much, of course. But I wanted you to have this videotape so you can remember I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I have a feeling that if somebody buys the place, or when I should say, then what they're going to do is end up tearing it down. This place really, really, well, served a lot of purposes. Raised all 7 of us. Of course, had help from Mom and Albert and Jad. So this is our home. It's the old homestead. And now I'm going to take you outside. We're going to videotape a little bit there. Now if you remember the cesspool that Edward fell into and how you pulled him out? Bet you there were times when you regretted that, where we laughed. He didn't think it was so funny. It was kind of gross. Of course, we were cleaning out the cesspool, which we had to do every once in a while. But I guess that's life, eh? Back then, we didn't have a whole lot of money to pay somebody to do it. It was like, no way. Anyway, so I'm going to head outdoors, and then I'm going to finish this tape. And of course, wish you the best of luck, and hope next videotape that I take hopefully is at your wedding. You hear me, Diana? Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. All the houses, eh? I can still remember when there was a bunch of pine trees back there. We used to climb the pine trees.
Yeah, there was nothing.
I know. There's so many, you know, everything's changed so much. You know, like, a real big difference.
Well, Jack's got a few
Few what?
weeds.
Not many.
Well, no. Their lawns are probably treated, so. Or they
Over
treat-
there, yes,
or they
I would
treat-
say.
They treat them, or whatever they do.
Do you remember when Mom planted those things?
The trees?
Yeah,
Is that how they got there?
yeah. They should have been really trimmed down though. Good. Okay. Zoom in. Hi. I don't remember if your dog's friendly or not. Not yet.
Any more offers? Or?
No offers yet.
Oh, you're not putting me on there, right? Say hi to Jack. Dylan, go say hi. Can you say hi, Jack?
Says, where's Jack?
That's not Jack.
That's not Jack.
Get Albert's old chair. Over, Jack.
Whoa, that's a wow one.
Yeah, he's been
Hey,
in
hello?
the mood since he got up this morning.
Cranky?
Yeah. Woke up on the wrong side of the cage.
One of those days, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, so I see you got your stereo out.